Hello. Hello again. Hello. Namaste. Welcome. I'd like to share a realization. Very recent one. I think for anyone who is listening in ego mind, they'll struggle with this, you see. But anyone who has, I don't know, anyone who instinctively knows that they're not this body, or has a doubt about this body, that they let's find out, you see. Let's find out. It came as this. Very simple. Hunger. Where's this one going? Yeah? Hunger. The thought of hunger is feeding itself. The thought of hunger is feeding itself. Now you can, in your own worldly mind, pick up how that instinctively came to you. And there are a few versions of that, you see. But I'm going to just look at one. And explain what this revelation, the essence of the revelation says. Purpose. See? Let's switch to purpose. Let's use purpose as an example. Then maybe return to this hunger. You see, when you say purpose, again, with no added words, the word purpose. Again, your mind will say purpose. You know, what is purpose? Who has a purpose? Does the world have a purpose? Does that person have a purpose? Do I have a purpose? What is the purpose of this video? You know, what is the purpose of life? You see, as soon as purpose comes to the forefront, mind is the rest, you see. But let's pull mind in. Let's pull mind in, you see. Let's not look at the purpose of the world or the purpose of that one or the purpose of life or the purpose of this video or the purpose of me. Let's pull mind in and simply take the word purpose. So purpose, and I'm going to come right back to this. So purpose has succeeded. The thought of purpose, which was raised by this one that speaks, by your mind, the thought of purpose has succeeded. See, it doesn't have to go anywhere because the thought of purpose has been raised and therefore it has succeeded. It has fed itself. To be here as purpose is all that matters for purpose, for this thought. I don't know if you understand that. So let's pursue. If you do, you are probably in a coma. Purpose arose as a thought. And its purpose was to experience itself. So, no more added questions needed. It is done, over, finished. So billions of thoughts happen And the idea of each thought is to appear. Simply appear. And in our human way, we have managed to put words together. So we have managed to put thoughts together. So these thoughts suddenly appear, and the mind has been able to create a story from these thoughts appearing as separate thoughts within this sentence thought. I am searching for a purpose of a better quality of life. That is my purpose. So the thought of purpose has succeeded. It has arisen and it has gone. Just like a wave. Gone. Purpose, no more purpose. Finished, complete, you see. But no completion, you see, in our mind, in the way our mind thinks about completion. But quality comes in, you see. Quality is a thought. Quality has arisen. I am aiming for quality. The purpose is to find quality. Quality arises simultaneously, same time as purpose, in the same sentence. Time maybe makes it make that one comes before the other because words come in chronological order, but they happen at the same time. My purpose is to find a better quality of life, or a quality of life that suits whatever. So purpose has came and went. Quality has came and went. Life came and went. See? The thought of life, a better life, a quality of life, they appear as one sentence and one thought. But they are variations and subsequent individual thoughts connected into making a singular thought. Hunger, the thought of hunger is feeding itself, you see. Hunger has managed to appear and therefore it has fed itself. That is the revelation. Wow. So all of this is thought. One singular thought. No thinker. No outcome of thought. A thought arises, appears to see itself, and goes. The thought of body arises, experiences itself, and body goes. You think, you see, you think 70 years. 70 years is no time. You see, I feel a nudge to go back to old videos now, you see. Time. Time does not exist. You see, that's another thought. Time has came in and said, no time. But it has to be here to appear as a thought. So we as humans are creating new words every day, therefore creating new thoughts every day, therefore introducing new birth every day, every moment, every second. That is the purpose of the thought of a human, to keep the thought going. The human mind now interacts with this major thought. It cannot not interact because this whole thought is consciousness. All that exists is consciousness. Consciousness is one big bubble, one thought, and within it, every single thought. But more, when we as humans bring in new feelings, emotions, words, descriptions, new thought. You see, when someone built the first bridge thought, bridge. You see, I want to build a bridge. Bridge comes, thought goes. We're not speaking actions and experience at this moment. This whole thought, one thought, that's all that exists. One single thought. No thinker, no you, no God, no Brahman, no absolute thought. A bubble of air, space, consciousness, a substance that cannot be measured. It is simply a massive thought. One thought. Subsequently broken up into billions of thoughts, or has the ability for a mind to create more thoughts within it. You see, within it. Who is it? You know, I'm going to speak about it till this body passes. Find it. What is it? You see, it is the thought. Or is it? You see, the thought of a question arose. Or is it? Question came, thought gone, finished. See, you let go of each thought. Every word I speak, your mind says, oh, wow, yeah, or bullshit, you know. But it lets go of it. Thought has succeeded. Hunger, the thought of hunger is experiencing itself, is feeding itself. You see? No completion. You know? Doesn't matter if some body has to feed itself. Hunger arose. Hunger. Hunger. Okay? Thoughts cannot arise without a body or a form or a something appearing to convey the message as a vessel. That's what we are. We are vessels. Simply vessels. The body and the mind, the body in this is a vessel. Thought grows, you see. Thought grows. Every time a new word comes, we are being used to create more thoughts. Sounds bad, you see, but good news. Good news is the more thoughts that come, the more words that come, the more growth there is in this, the bigger and greater the ending, if ending thought is ever to come. You understand that? See? Ending is not a thought yet. You see? Your mind will say, yeah, ending comes when your body dies. No, that has never been proven. No, we see angels. Oh my, died, and he appeared, Every single thought within this major thought is valid. The idea of the thought appearing, purpose arises, finished. The thought arose, finished, went, becomes valid. You see, it has become valid. You see, the thought of hunger is feeding itself. The thought of hunger came. That is enough. It has succeeded. It has made itself valid. It can now then say, I don't need to go any further. The body then goes and eats, and the thought of eating has succeeded. See? Whether the body lives or dies through this eating is not involved. It is separate from dying thought or living thought. See? So now we have a human body who has individual thoughts that appear to be all connected to make one big story about this body. Yeah? Which is a reflection of the true big thought. It starts as one thought, you and me, one body, and from it, billions of thoughts appear. From this body, billions of thoughts appear. Senses, emotions, experiences, hair, growth, the thought of dressing, the thought of swimming, the thought of walking, the thought of lying, the thought of sleeping, the thought of having sex, the thought of orgasm, the thought of, being one, the thought of seeking, the thought of religion, the thought of science is all born through every single body. Does this make any sense? I don't know if this makes sense. Let's go back to the original. Thought of hunger is feeding itself. Let's look at it another way. Hunger is feeding itself. I am hunger, and I'm feeding myself, on myself, by myself, for myself. Reflection, body. I am hungry. I want to feed myself, by myself, for myself. How? I'm hungry. You see, you don't say, I'm hungry, I am full, I am satisfied in the same moment. It comes in subsequent thoughts. I am hungry, therefore I am eating, therefore I am full, therefore I feel good. And these thoughts are individual thoughts made into a singular sentence by our mind. Mind itself is a thought. Who creates this thought? It comes from the big thought. You see, this big thought, I want to really confirm something, you see, because all these words go in directions, but they don't really go in directions. They don't take you anywhere valid, you see. They don't take you anywhere where you can make money from it, or feel as though you're important, or feel as though you're a saint or a guru. These words are just vibrations. What is the thought, you see? There's no thinker. So where is this thought? What does it look like? Where does it arrive from? Why is it here, you see? All thoughts within it. This thought is the size of a pinhead. But it's subsequently, simultaneously, infinitely, the size of the galaxies. Or the whole allness, oneness. You see, when you say it's a pinhead size, or when you say it's colossally massive size, galaxy size, you're going in a simple direction, which has to be a broken down thought from the original thought. You see, the whole thought cannot have sides. It cannot take you in that direction or this direction. It cannot give you that answer or this answer. You see? Many people, many saints, gurus are showing this thought. That is enlightenment, you see. That is a result of full-blown enlightenment, the voice or whatever it is. What is this thought? Many say the thought can be called what is. You see, this thing is born and it's called what is. And within what is, everything. You see, what is born and everything comes. Billions of reflective rebirths within this initial one singular birth. It sounds very similar to the God and humans and the Bible. But it does not involve the stories, you see. The stories are the aftermath of this original thought. That is where you have to go. You have to return to this original thought. You have to be a witness to the thought, you see. But who are you? You see, you're a thought within this original thought. A very simple thing. And they say when you turn and look into the light, or when you look into the light, you don't have to turn. You're looking at God, you see. You're looking at your home. You're looking into the core of this thought. You are practically within the purest point within this thought. This thought has no shape, no size. Everything in this whole world, all these thoughts that come in subsequent chronological form. I am searching for a purpose, a better quality. I am searching for a purpose, a better quality of life. Appears as if it's coming in time, but everything has happened, happening, and will happen at the same moment. You see, in the same thought. One moment. What is? You see, these are clues to saints who will explain to you. Now. What is the whole thought called? Eckhart Tolle may say, now. The power of now has to come from now, you see, because you're saying the power of now. You're not saying now and then power secondly. You're speaking about now, you see. Now has a power. That's why words are aimed at verbs, adjectives, nouns. Everything is valid, you see. I don't sit here and say, you know what, you have to go this way and that way. You must ignore that and ignore this. There's nothing that you can do other than visit the core point of this thought. But you have to remove mind. You have to remove all mini thoughts that's going to stand in the way while you hike into this light, this bliss. When a thought comes, you may see Jesus. Oh, God. Wait till it goes. Going, okay. I wonder if it's going to be as bright as the... Okay, go. Okay. Yeah. Now you're going to tell your mother. Yeah, all subsequent little thoughts. It's a beautiful revelation. The thought of hunger is feeding itself. One blinking comes. It's not about you discussing, wow, it was a wonderful blink. It came and it went. When hands move out, it came and it went. No one is interested in this, you see. I want to make money. The thought of money came. Doesn't matter if you make money, you don't make money. You see? Money arose, came, and experienced itself. The whole big thought is experiencing itself through billions of little thoughts experiencing themselves. You see? Where to go? Namaste.